We're back. I like Bare Bones Broadcasting, Norman Woods Spalding, a radio broadcaster. I like going. I worry about using the word blackface. People take offense. Oh, I ain't saying no such thing. I'm trying to say something cute, and I don't mean to offend anything. Stupid. So I don't say it. I have to watch everything I say because some really inhibited human being can carry on like a whine, and you say, oh, you weren't sensitive to an inhibited human. Oh, BS I am. If I could catch them jumping out of a window, believe me, I'd catch each one, no matter who said what. Dummy. I'm the fireman that runs and catches every inhibited human being jumping out of a window simultaneously across this planet right now. I make Mighty Mouse look like a jerk. Want to bet? Watch what you say about what my soul is doing here. Dummy. What's your soul doing? Here. Are you laying an egg? Salmon? Each soul is a salmon to lay itself. An egg of itself. Are you bearing your soul, Mr. Inhibited? How can an inhibited man, whining you've offended me, bear its soul? Well, you've offended me too, inhibited, claiming your feelings are so hurt. Ha! Believe me, my feelings are a lot more hurt that your feelings are hurt than you have any idea of. And for people who have to live in your hurt feelings, and you won't do anything about it, that's what I'm going to mind you of. I want to speak to things right now that speak to every maturity across the planet Earth simultaneously. Right now. Every pain. Simultaneously. Every maturity. Simultaneously. Right now. That's what I want to speak to. Is it working? A man once, a long time ago, told Norman Woodstock Spalding that meant nothing. Punk, he called me. Rick Miller. Rick Miller said, hey, punk. I said, so what, he said. So what? So what, punk? What are you doing with it? Wow. Ah! You want to speak to every maturity simultaneously and cause a lovely effect on this globe and get told you're a punk and you're not doing enough with it? Do you? What do you think that feel like? Punk. Would that hurt your feelings? Punk. You don't have such a desire, passioning and panging in your DNA, do you? Punk. And I want to know why. I want you to have more passion for every passion I have, and why don't you? Why aren't the one that I have the least passion in this room of creation, and not the least? As far as I'm through, I do have the least. You have more than me and laying on it. I know everything about this place, has more passion than I do for what I have, and lazy about it. That gives me your advantage to get you someday. When I find more about you than me in each one of you, and you're lazy with it, I gotcha. And you're a part of your maker's dream. I double gotcha. Now defend yourself. Come on. Want to bet? Judgment Day is headed. I affirm to you everything living, and you shall face the least, not the most. Know it. And when you have refused to contribute your contribution, the least gets you. What about? So, shudder. All those saying no when you could say yes. Shudder. All those stingy, pouting, brat, living humans, grabbing everything you can of receivership value in a state of collapse, yelling prosperity. I would shudder. And that's been going on longer than Flag and Border. That's been going on ever since you've been stubborn with explaining things to offspring. Shudder! And leaving that atmosphere everywhere for every offspring to find. Shudder! Shudder. You don't want to find Judgment Day. You don't want to find this one. You don't want to find the Lord that wrote the script. Lots of script. And you've refused to read it and recite it and give it. And the scripture of the Lord that wrote that you shared with so fine line compared to the multitude of the script of generosity. You stingy, reading script hinky with your arms across your chest. I would shudder when generosity finds you at Judgment Day. Stingy.